Good morning, my dear students. Welcome you all to this session. Today's class, we are going to continue this factorization problem based upon the identities. Yes, last class we have discussed it till example number 6. Yes, do you remember that what we have discussed in examples? We are going to factorize using the identities. So there will be three identities. A plus b the whole square is equal to a square plus 2ab plus b square is your first identity, and a minus b the whole square is equal to a square minus 2ab plus b square is your second identity. A plus b into a minus b is equal to a square minus b square. This is your third identity. So based upon these three identities, we are just we have to factorize the given problems. Okay, your example number 4, 5 and your 6 and 7. 6 till 6 we have completed. Now we'll start with the 7th example. Okay, so here one we are going to factorize it, which means we are going to make it very simple, and we have to make as if there is no expanded thing. It should be like shortcut. That is your factorization. Okay, so as soon as if you see this thing, this three values, if you see once, it looks like what formula is. If I take these three values alone, children, it looks like what formula actually it is. What is the identity we have used here? Just check it. What is the identity we have used here? Three numbers have come, three terms have come, right? So the two minus have come. So obviously, what is the formula they have used? A minus b the whole square is equal to a square minus 2ab plus b square. So this one and this one looks like same. Yeah, so this three terms and these three terms are same. So instead of this term, these three terms, can we put this value based upon the identity? Can we use that? Yes. So instead of a square minus 2ab plus b square, you can put that as a minus b the whole square. A minus b the whole square. Okay, this three term has become a minus b the whole square. What is then remaining there? Minus c square. So this term has become a minus b the whole square minus c square. Right. Now listen, children. This thing looks like a square minus b square formula. This whole thing has become a. Upon a square minus b square. It is in that format. Right. So what is the formula? A square minus b square is equal to a plus b into a minus b. Right. So this has become a square. This has become b square. So a square minus b square formula, a plus b into a minus b. What is a actually here? A is nothing but a minus b. A is nothing but a minus b. B is nothing but here c. Appo a plus b means a minus b plus c. Correct? A minus b plus c bracket a minus b minus c. As if this is a minus b plus c, then a minus b minus c. Okay, did you understand? So now this is your required factorized form. Okay, so this c, children, first I have used one identity to make them very short, then again one identity is used, which is nothing but a square minus b square. Appa a plus b, a minus b. A plus b na a minus b plus c. A minus b na a minus b minus c. So this two have come. So this is your required factorization. Okay. Next is your example number 8. Factorize m power 4 minus 256. See here you have only two terms. So if two terms come, what you will be using? You will use a square minus b square formula, because here only you could find two terms. Here and all three terms, so you are using this formula. Here two separate terms comes, you should use this formula, m power 4 minus 256. Okay, so actually this m power 4, how you will write? M square the whole square. Is it correct? M power 4 can be written as m square the whole square. Why? Because 2 2s are 4. Appo m square the whole square. You can write like this. Next, 256. This is actually what square? You should write in terms of square because here a square, b square it is there. So m power 4 you will write it as m square the whole square. 256 you will write it as 16 the whole square because 16 into 16 is nothing but 256. Appo 256 can be written as 16 square. You are supposed to write the two terms as if like a square. That's all. Appo m square, m power 4, how you can write it, children? M square the whole square minus 16 the whole square. It looks like a square minus b square. Right. What is a value? M square. B value 16. Appo a plus b na m square plus 16. A minus b na m square minus 16. Okay, a plus b, a minus b. Okay, it is easy, right? So again you can solve this. See, children, you have to make it very simple. Okay, that is our main motto. So here this two like a square minus b square. But this can't be like that because this plus is given, so you can't use this formula. Okay, here minus it is there. So again you can factorize this. M square minus 16 can be written as m square. 16 how you will write? 4 square. 4 4s are 16, right? That also like m square minus 4 square. So it looks like a square minus b square. Appo a plus b na m plus 4. A minus b na m minus 4. Now I am writing m square plus 16 as usual because we can't further factorize this one. Then I have factorized this and I have found answer as m plus 4 into m minus 4. Okay, m square minus 16 I have factorized to m plus 4 and m minus 4. So this is what my actual factorization. See, you should not stop till this, children. Again you should factorize like this and you should substitute. Only then you will get the accurate answer. Understood? See, children, next is the new concept. Factors of the form x plus a into x plus b. Okay, now the concept which we have to be careful is like last problem. What was your identity? A plus b the whole square is equal to a square plus 2ab plus b square. Then another identity, a minus b the whole square is equal to a square minus 2ab plus b square. Then a square minus 2ab, a square minus b square is a plus b into a minus b. Correct? So if this is the cases, what we will be using now, when three numbers are there, when three different terms are there, that too first term and last term like perfect square if it is there, we will use this identity. Then the same thing, three terms are there and first term and last term are perfect square like 49, 36, 4 is nothing but 2 square, 9, 3 square, like that. If it is like a perfect square na, we will use this type of identity. Okay, like a square minus b square. Appo a square nalu b square both should be like perfect square. Correct? If that is the case only, you will use that you will use this identities. For example, what we can say, like last problem. See, wait, I'll show you this. Here x square plus 8x plus 16. See, x square is also a perfect square, which means x square is one square of x. 16 is square of 4 square. So I am using this a plus b the whole square identity for factorization. Here 4y square I can write 2y the whole square. So 4y square is also a perfect square. 9, 3 square. So 9 is also perfect square. So that is the case I am using a minus b the whole square formula. Next, 49p square minus 36. 49p square, how you will write? 7p the whole square you will write it. 36 how you will write? 6 square you will write. 6 are 36. So this is also perfect square, this is also perfect square. That's why I am using a plus b into a minus b, a square minus b square formula. But sometimes if first one or last one is not in perfect square, what formula you'll use? That is a concept. Okay, so when the first value like this, see here it is first and last is perfect square, so I'm using a minus b the whole square formula. Here see, m power 4 can be written as m square the whole square. Then 256 can be written as 16 the whole square. If this is the case also, you can use the identities. But sometimes if you get some other number, what you will do it? That is our next concept. Okay, for that only we will use the identity x plus a into x plus b is equal to x square plus a plus b into x plus ab. See, here you will get square, but here it is not a perfect square. So if that is the case, you will use this identity. Keep it in your mind, children. If both first and last terms are perfect squares, you can use these three identities. But sometimes first one is perfect square and the last one is not perfect square, you will use this identity. Okay, so there is a method to, there are two or more methods to find this identity. So now we are going to find using the example number 9. Okay, see children, first when you are learning this, it is little bit confusing, but when you work out more enough problems, you will understand it more clearly, and you can, if you work out more problems only, you will understand more clearly. Okay, so factorize x square plus 5x plus 6. X square is a perfect square. 5x plus 6 whether it is a perfect square? No. So that cases you should use this identity. Okay, so this and this are same. So x square plus a plus b into x plus ab is equal to x plus a into x plus b. X square plus a plus b into x plus ab is equal to x plus a into x plus b. So this one looks like this: x square plus 5x plus 6. Okay, so what is the relation? A plus b is nothing but 5, because this x will match it. So what is remaining? A plus b. A plus b is nothing but 5. Then ab is nothing but 6. Okay, so when you add but my answer should be like x plus a and x plus b. Yes, so I want to get the value of a and b. So accordingly you should separate it. So what will be, when you add a and b, I should get 5. When I multiply a and b, I should get 6. Accordingly you should find the a and b. So let me check it. What are the values? 3 plus 2 is 5, right? 3 2s are 6. Yes, if I take a as 3 and b as 2, I am getting that condition that a plus b is 5, a into b is equal to 6. 3 plus 2 is 5. When I do that 3 into 2, I am getting 6. So a value is 3, b value is 5. So b value is 2. So now what it will become? X plus 3 into x plus 2. So when I factorize this question, I will get x plus 3 into x plus 2. Okay, listen children, it is very easy. When I am doing x square plus 5x plus 6, at that corner it is not a perfect square. So you are supposed to use this formula: x square plus a plus b into x plus ab. Here a plus b is nothing but 5, a into b is nothing but 6. So I have to choose this a and b, because my final answer should be like this: a I want, x as b I want. 3 plus 2 5, 3 into 2 6. Appa a is 3, b is 2. X plus 3 into x plus 2. Understood? Next is your example number 10. Okay. Find the factors of y square minus 7y plus 12. See, y square is a perfect square, but 12 is not a perfect square. Okay, because 12 cannot be written as multiple of same numbers. Okay, so 12 is not a perfect square. So I'm taking this, I'm going to compare this x square plus a plus b into x plus ab is equal to x plus a into x plus b. This is what your identity, right? So I'm going to compare these three terms with this three terms. Y square minus 7y plus 12. Okay, y square minus 7y plus 12. So when I compare a plus b, it has become minus 7. See here, instead of x, there I am using y. That is the only difference, no problem. Variable can be anything, no problem. Don't want to compare it. See this, a plus b, instead of a plus b, I am writing minus 7. Likewise, a, b, I am going to write 12. Okay, so I have to compare it accordingly. Okay, a plus b is equal to minus 7. How it will be actually when I compare it, how we can compare it easily. Okay, when I do, actually this is minus 7, right? So minus should come, correct? Because minus 7 is there, children. So a will be minus 3 and b will be minus 4. If I do this minus 3 minus 4 only, you'll get minus 7. If I do minus 3 into minus 4, you will get plus 12. Correct? So accordingly, you should separate it. So if you want minus 7, what you will do? I will subtract two small numbers, minus 3 minus 4. So 4 plus 3 7, minus minus minus. 4 3s are 12, minus into minus plus. You can but if you use 1 7s are minus 1 minus 7, you will get minus 8. It is not possible. So only possible way is this one. So what is the a value? Minus 3. B value? Minus 4. So what this relation will become? X minus 3 into x minus 4. Because instead of a I am putting minus 3, b I am putting minus 4. X minus 3 into x minus 4. Sorry, y, children. Here the variable is y. Here because instead of x it is y. So y minus 3 into y minus 4. And one more way is there. But it is, you have to think and write it, okay? One more method I'll teach you. X square minus 12. Okay. Now what I'm doing is I have to separate these two. Okay. Y square, I am separating minus 7y as minus 3y minus 4y. Minus 3 minus 4 will become minus 7, right? Plus 12. Yes, I have separated like this. Now I am combining these two things. If I combine these two, what is common in between these two? Y. If I take y outside, what will be remaining? Y minus 3. If I take y outside in both, in this y square is there. If I take 1y will be outside. Y minus 3. Next, in this, if I take, what can I take? If I take minus 4 outside, if I take minus 4, what will become? Y. In this, if I take minus 4, it will become minus 3. Correct? Because minus 4 into minus 3 plus 12 it will become. So if I take minus 4 outside, it will become here minus 3. Now, here also you have y minus 3, here also you have minus 3. Take it outside. Y minus 3 into y minus 4. Okay, so here you got the same answer. See, in this method if you also in this method if you do also, you will get the same method. But the thing is, when you're separating this, you should be careful. Okay, you should not separate in some other way. Okay, because your minus is there, so minus 3 minus 4 you should separate it. So once you work out more problems, you will understand it more clearly. Okay, next is your example number 11. Obtain the factors of z square minus 4z minus 12. Z square minus 4z minus 12. So what is the formula? X square plus a plus b into x plus ab is equal to x plus a into x plus b. This is what the identity, right? Why I am saying this identity should be used? Because it is not a perfect square. Here what is the variable they are using, children? Z. Okay, variable is z. Above z here x is nothing but z. So a plus b is nothing but minus 4. A plus b is nothing but minus 4. AB is nothing but minus 12. A plus b is nothing but minus 4. A into b is nothing but minus 12. Appo you should find a and b. Accordingly, you should, if you add a and b, I should get minus 4. I should, when I multiply a and b, I should get 12. Okay, likewise you should find a and b. Okay, so now 12, what are the possibilities actually is there? What is the possibility to get 4? Minus 2 you will get 4. But when I do 2 into 2, minus 2 into minus 2 you will get minus 4. Minus 2 into minus 2 you will not get 12. So that possibility is, that thing is not possible. Next, 4 ones are, right, 4, not 4 ones are. Can we use any other method? Any thing you know, children? 6 2. 1 minus 6 plus 2. Minus 6 plus 2, what is the answer? Minus 4, right? Minus 6 plus 2 is nothing but minus 4. Minus 6 plus 2 is nothing but minus 4. So, minus 6 into 2 is nothing but 12. Yes, you got it. Right, now what is the A value, children? A value is minus 6. B value is nothing but 2. Okay. So, minus 6, you should check all the possibilities, okay. Minus 6 plus 2. If you subtract it, you will get 4 and greater number sign. Minus 6 into 2 is minus 12. So, A value is minus 6, B value is 2. So, x plus A into x plus B means x minus 6 into x plus 2. X minus 6 into x plus 2. So, this is your final factorization answer. Shall we do it in that method? Z square minus 4z minus 12. Now, you separated z square minus 6z plus 2z, correct? Minus 4z can be written as minus 6z plus 2z minus 12. Okay. So, in this 2, I am taking z outside. So, z minus 6 is there. Z square means z will be there. Minus 6. Then plus 2 into z minus 6. 2 take outside. So, z minus 6. 6 2s are 12, no? So, here also z minus 6. Here also z minus 6. So, z minus 6 into z plus 2. Yes? Sorry, children. Here also z only will come. Instead of x, you should write z. Okay. So, this answer and this answer are same, right? So, in both the ways, if you do also, you will get the same answer. Okay. Understood? See, children, example number 12 is your homework. Okay, you should do that. You have to work out your example number 12 in both the ways. This method also and this method also. Both the ways you should try and you have to check whether your answer is correct. Understood? So in this class we have discussed about how to factorize using this formula. X square plus a plus b into x plus ab is equal to x plus a into x plus b. So, these example problems were discussed in this class. I hope you all understood, children. Thank you.